Good morning, students. I think oh, today we are going to start new chapter, that is complex numbers. This is important chapter into a continuation of trigonometry, complex numbers. What is complex number? First, before going to complex number, so we have to discuss integral powers of iota, IOTA. This is now take one equation. I'm taking x square plus 1 is equal to 0. X square plus 1 is equal to 0. What is x square? X square is equal to minus 1. Then what is x? X is equal to root minus 1. Root minus 1. So actually root is not exist for negative values. Root is not exist for negative values. It is exist only 0 and positive value. That's why they are introduced new number, that is complex number. In place of root minus 1, they are introduced that iota, that is I. I means this is iota. Okay. So x square plus 1 is equal to 0. X square is equal to 1 minus 1. X is equal to root minus 1. So root minus 1 is generally not exist. That's why they are introduced new complex number. In place of root minus 1, take I. So here, do that squaring on both sides. You will get I square is equal to minus 1. Then what is I cube? I cube means we can write I square into I. I square value is minus 1. Minus 1 into I. That is minus I. Then what is I power 4 value? I power 4 means we can write I square whole square. That is equal to minus 1 whole square. That value should be what? That is 1. So I power 4 multiples are there means that value should be 1. Now this is I power 4n, that is equal to 1, where n belongs to natural numbers. I power 4n plus 1, that value is I. I power 4n plus 2, that is equal to minus 1. I power 4n plus 3, that value is minus. Finally, I power 4n plus I power 4n plus 1 plus I power 4n plus 2 plus I power 4n plus 3. That value is how much? 1 plus I minus 1 plus minus I. The sum of the terms is 0 or not. So finally I am writing I power n plus I power n plus 1 plus I power n plus 2 plus I power n plus 3, that is equal to 0, where n belongs to capital N. Okay. So by observing here, we can write sum of 4 consecutive powers. Sum of 4 consecutive powers of I is always 0. This is important point. Remember it. This is also important, and this is also important point. Now, see the one problem. Sigma n is equal to 1 to 200 I power n. What is the value of this? So sigma means that is summation. Expand, what you will get? In place of n, substitute 1. You will get I. 2 I square power 4 and so on up to I power 200. Here see that sum of 4 consecutive powers of I is always 0. That means I plus I square plus I cube plus I power 4 value, take 1 unit. The sum of the terms is how much? 0 or not? Those type of terms, how many possible? 200 means we know that 4 into 50 is 200 or not? So I square I plus I square plus I cube plus I power 4, this is 1 unit, plus I power 5, I power 6, I power 7, I power 8, take second unit, like that. Last term, here I power 197, I power 198, I power 199, plus I power 200, this is also 1 unit. So like that, how many units possible? 50 units. Each unit sum is 0. So the total answer is 0 or not? Right. Level 1, first question. In our material, level 1, first question. The value of I plus I cube plus I power 5 plus and so on. 2n terms. 2n terms is equal to. This is the question. So take n is equal to 1. If n is equal to 1 means how many terms we want to take? Only 2 terms now. 2 terms. That is sum of 2 terms. I plus I cube. What is I cube value? Minus I. That value is 0. So answer is 0. But suppose you are getting doubt. Take n is equal to. N is equal to 2 means how many terms we want to take? 2 into 2, 4 terms. What are they? I plus I cube, I power 5, I power 7. I means I only. I cube means minus I power 5, that is I power 4 into I. So you will get I power 7, that is minus I. Total answer is how much? So by observing the question, what is final answer? Answer is 0. This is level 1 first bit. Next, go to the second question. They are given like this: sigma n is equal to 1 to 13 I power n plus I power n plus 1. So we need to find some of these values. How to find? Second question, how to do this? See, sigma n is equal to 1 to 13. In both the terms, what is the common? I power n or not? Remaining, what is there? 1 plus I. 1 plus I take outside, then wherever is it n, apply the limit. N is equal to 1 to 30 I square and so on. I power 13. Already we know that I plus I square plus I cube plus I power 4. The sum is 0 or not? 13 terms are there. 4 into 3, 12. Take 4 terms, 1 unit. Like that, 3 units we are getting. So sum is 0. Then what is the remaining? Last one, I30. Now, 1 plus I into first 4 terms 0, second 4 terms 0, third 4 terms 0. Now remaining is I power 13. I power 13 I am writing I power 4 whole cube into I. Why I am writing I power 4 means I power 4 value is 1. That's fine. Okay. Now substitute 1 plus I 1 plus I into I power 4 is 1, 1 cube 1, 1 into I multiply both I plus I square. What is I square value? Minus 1. So answer is I minus 1. I think all of you understood now. It's not difficult, easy only. If sigma k is equal to 0 to 200 I power k plus p is equal to, this is a multiplicative symbol, p is equal to 1 to 50 I power p is equal to x plus iy. Then what is x comma y? How to do this? Expand the sigma, substitute the limit. If you are substituted in place of k 0, I power 0, 1 plus I plus I square plus and so on. That is I power 200 plus. This is a multiplicative symbol. You'll get like this: I into I square into I cube into and so on I power 50. Now this is a 1 plus here onwards. Already we have done one problem. First problem. 200 terms are there. 4 into 50, 200 or not. Take 4 terms, 1 unit. You will get 50 units. Each unit sum is 0 or not. That sum will be 0. Plus here bases are equal. Power should be adding. Powers what is there? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on 50. Now 1 plus I into what is sum of 50 natural numbers? Sum of n natural numbers formula we know that sigma n. What is that? N into n plus 1 by 2. Here sum of 50 natural numbers. 50 into 51 by 2. 225, sir. Here 225, sir. Calculate. Now remaining 1 plus I power 25 whole power 51. Okay. Now 1 plus I power 25 means I power 4 whole power 6. That is I power 24 into I whole power 51. Okay. This value I power 4 1 or not? 1 power 6 1. 1 into I. Now that is equal to 1 plus I power 51. This also we can write 1 plus I power 4 whole power 12. 12 fours are 48. Some more 3 terms are there. I power 4 value 1. 1 power 12 1. Now finally 1. What is I cube value? Minus I. So that is equal to x plus y already given in the question. Compare both. Compare both. Compare both are real and imaginary part. Okay. Then what is x value? X value is 1. Y value is minus 1. Then what is the answer? Ordered pair x comma y is equal to 1 comma minus 1. This is the answer. This important question. Please remember it. How we are doing the calculation. So fourth question. Try yourself. Next. I am going to fifth question. N belongs to capital N, comma 1 plus I by root 2 whole power 8n plus 1 minus I by root 2 whole power 8. We want to find sum of these two terms value. How to do this? That is important. So before going to this, we have to discuss one formula. E power I theta, that is cos theta plus I sin theta, and this is also we will call theta. Remember this formula? I think already you know very well. If you don't know, remember it. Now I am going to take 1 plus I by root 2, that is 1 by root 2 plus I into 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 means in terms of cos 45 degree, cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4. So by observing above formula, this is we can write e power I pi by 4 or not. Okay. Now 1 plus I by root 2 whole power 8n. That means 1 plus I by root 2 value e power I pi by 4 whole power 8n. Now calculate this. 4 2s are 8. You will get e power I 2n pi. This is we can write cos 2n pi plus I sine 2n pi. Okay, now similarly, what about second term? So I'm writing question 1 plus I by root 2 whole power 8n plus 1 minus I by root 2 whole power 8n. So first term value already we know that is cos 2n pi plus I into sine 2n pi. This is first term plus second term. Observe that what is the difference between both? Just minus. Here also you can write minus cos 2n pi minus I sine 2n pi. See the calculation here. These two terms cancel. Then what is the remaining part? 2 cos 2n pi. Where what is n here? N belongs to capital N. In place of n, substitute either 1, 2, 3, whatever may be. If you are substituted n is equal to 1, then what you will get? That is equal to 2 cos 2 pi. 2 pi means 360. Cos 360 how much? 1. That means the answer is 2. Take n is equal to 2 also. 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever may be. You will get cos 2n pi value. If n belongs to n, that answer should be 1. So 2 into 1, 2. Okay. I think all of you understood now. Level 1, self-working, problem number 2. This is a question. Sigma n is equal to 0 to infinite 2I by 3 whole power n is equal to. This is a question. Now, expand the sigma. In place of n, substitute 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. If you are substituted 0, anything power 0, 1 plus. If you are substituted 1, you will get 2I by 3 plus 2I by 3 whole square plus 2I by 3 whole power whole cube and so on up to infinite. See, this is one series. That is which type of series? I think this is GP series. Sum of infinite GP series formula already you know very well. That is A by 1 minus R. Okay. A means first term, that is 1. R is common ratio, that is 2I by 3. Now use the formula. These are A and R values by observing the series. A 1 by 1 minus 2I by 3. Now take the LCM, you will get like 3 by 3 minus 2I. By observing the options, calculate this. Do the rationalizing. 3 plus 2I divided by 3 plus 2I. Numerator multiply, you will get 9 plus 6I. Then what about denominator? A minus B into A plus B. That is A square minus B square now. A square minus B square. 4I square. What is I square value? Minus 1. So already minus is there. It is going to plus. Denominator 9 plus 4. Final answer is 9 plus 6i divided by 13. This is the answer.